Here we go. Wolf Tick Nation. It's that time again.
Another bonus episode.
Another bonus episode. On today's episode, we're going to do initial impressions on this Core-5 E-Bike from 1UP. They sent us this bike, did not pay us anything. We don't get it. We've even got a coupon code we're going to break into when we get to opening this bike up. But this bike, basically, they just sent it to us and asked, hey, would you guys like to review it? Would you guys like to give your initial impressions? We've seen you've been doing a bunch of e-bikes, and we'd love to be part of your bonus episode. So we said, hey.
You see who it's addressed to? John Wolfman.
John Wolfman?
That's what it says, John Wolfman.
Hey, apparently they watch us.
Yeah, apparently they do.
Core-5 from 1UP, or 1UP with the Core-5 bike. We appreciate you guys sending us this thing. And guys, it's another e-bike. This one right here, you showed a little bit more interest than I did.
Well, I showed interest, like, okay, I like the looks of it, and I like that it's a different color than what we've been doing.
It is a different color.
I do like black on all the e-bikes and stuff, don't get me wrong. But I did want something a little bit different, and I thought the pictures they sent some pictures, and I thought it was a good looking.
It's different looking.
Yeah, it's something different. Yeah. It's not the same thing, and I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing
I'm anxious to see what it's about.
We're going to open this thing up for you guys. We're going to do the initial impressions. It's whiskey. Initial impressions, and we're going to be showing you guys, specking it out like we always do. And if you're not familiar with the channel, we'll do the initial impressions, and then on a later video, we're going to be doing the real-time review where we get on this bike, we talk about it, and we basically give the real-time, out-of-the-box, charged up and ready to go, so make sure you guys turn notifications on.
We give the real-time feelings of what we're experiencing. I think we are a good representation of people that want to know an idea of what a normal person thinks about a product as they're using it.
Yeah, so let's be normal. Let's break into the 1UP Core-5 E-Bike. How about that?
There you go.
How about that?
Get off my hand!
Hello. Alright guys, here we go. The 1UP Core-5. Now, this is supposed to be the XR version. And they also have the ST.
Yeah, I liked both, but I think this one was just something different. Careful with
the ST is a step-through design, and this one here should have a higher top tube.
This one, I think, is sized more for you.
Well, actually, it's 5'6" to 6'4".
Okay, well, it worked for both.
It's kind of perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 5'5".
the small end, and I'm the large end.
All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that's a pretty blue.
Damn.
Look at that little bit of blue.
Let
me focus over there. Hey, I see a textural brake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this bike was a couple things about it I kind of like. Kenda tire.
Kenda tire.
I think this bike is probably going to be, I think it's more of a, I think it might be like a dual sport style, but maybe more road. Hang on though, is that a 180 in the front?
It is a 160.
Oh, it's 160, okay. I thought, this is a 160 in the
rear.
We've
got rear and front rotors, which is a good thing, disc brakes. Okay. Check out the tread. I bet these things are going to be nice on the road.
Yeah, that'd be a nice road tire.
And that is a Quick 7.5. 30 TPI casing, wire bead. And remember, we're going to be specking this whole bike out if you're not familiar with the channel.
Dude, I'm really digging the color.
I believe the battery, for all you e-bike guys out there, I believe the battery is an external battery. It's not an internal.
Yeah, it's external. I believe it's right over here.
Whoa.
It goes right there.
Look at that big old open slot. Yeah. That is cool looking, man. I love that black.
Yeah.
It makes it look small down there.
See, this bike is assembled and packed by hand with industry-leading standards and technologies, according to the box.
Wow. Fancy.
It also meets U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission regulations for bicycles.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's something we don't normally see on boxes.
Those crank arms look really short. I'll have to check those crank arms. I've checked these crank arms here. 750
Is this pedal or no
hub.
pedaling? 750.
Yeah, 750. Has a range of 20 to 40, so it's a little less.
Oh, wow.
20 to 40 miles, of course, depending on your levels of pedal assist. And we're not sure on the levels of pedal assist.
Well, 750 is a lot of wattage, so we'll see.
First thing I'm going to say, it's a little difficult from a standpoint of somebody that puts bikes together all the time. Most of the time, we're able to just put the front wheel in there and build this thing up off of the floor. The problem, excuse me, with this bike is the bar is strapped over here and the fork is strapped over the back tire, so we have to put the fork in, and I could see it being a big issue because the head tube up here, there's a zip tie that's holding parts of the headset together. So if somebody doesn't really know what they're doing and they cut that and parts go all over the place.
This needs a little bit of assembly.
Yeah, I could see it kind of being a problem.
This needs a little bit of assembly. I'm going to say right now, there's a part you dropped earlier right here. Don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, I have a feeling what it is, and
okay, well,
it's kind of weird.
We'll wait.
We'll talk about it.
And then you're about to break your bike stand. You got a blade in your hand. You don't know what you're doing. You're about to break this bike stand. Don't say you got it. It comes with some Allen keys.
Look at the.
And it looks like a beanie.
Sup, eh? What you think, eh?
That's enough of all that.
Comes with a beanie, eh?
What are you, Jesse?
Comes with a beanie, man.
Are you Jesse?
A little difficult. Not for us, but for some people that might be ordering this. So check it out. We've got 2 spacers and we've got the dust cap on this, okay? And that goes on below your stem. Hold that, please. Make sure the bearings are on the bottom and they look nice and level. We're going to put the steer tube through the head tube here.
You're all caught up with the
Alright.
cable.
Okay, so we've got that. Now comes the compression ring, the really funky looking one. Put the compression ring on there.
Does this turn into a how-to?
Well, this part's got to be. I'm gonna feel bad for somebody if they're watching this video and they're like, you didn't even show how to put the...
Yeah.
You know, then we put the dust cap over there, right? The part that's kind of tapered out towards the end. And we'll put the spacers, since you're going to be riding this bike, we're going to be putting the spacers below the stem. Now, we're going to put the bars on here and everything is going to go in front. Alright, so this is definitely a conundrum. This is all over the place, man. We're going to have to take the stem off, get the stem on there right, because there's no way to properly just put the bar on there without having to take the stem apart first. So I don't know if this was a mistake. Hey, but at least they packaged it accordingly, right?
Well, the packaging was good and everything, but it was really everything was all bundled up. The problem is that is completely bass backwards. Like everything on there is turned around. So, and I want that going up, not down.
All right. So we're halfway there. Alright guys, well here she is, the Ride1up Core-5. And now again, this is the XR model, $1,045. You guys can use that WolfTick code, WolfTick, for $40 off. Yeah, and we don't get anything for it, but you guys can get a little discount if you want. We're going to do a magnet test, we're going to spec this bike out, we're going to do a shift test, and then we're going to weigh this thing. Alright, so the front bars, as opposed to the back bars.
Thank you.
Front bars, the bar is aluminum, stem is aluminum, the steer tube is aluminum. We know that when we took it out. The the fork is aluminum. The frame I know is 6061 aluminum. The seat post tube is a 31.6 millimeter, and it is aluminum. The crank arms are aluminum. Wow. And the wheel set is aluminum.
So check the spokes. I'm curious.
They're steel.
Okay, something on it. I think it's something who's got to be steel. Do you want to put the battery on there so we can see what it looks like?
Yeah, stick the battery on there while we're talking about it. It's good. Yeah, so you guys can kind of get an idea of it, and I'll step back so you guys can look at the whole thing. And now it did come with 2 keys. It looks really good from back here. Press on it.
There, just have to give a little light push.
You gotta give a little light taparoo.
Yeah.
Let's go and start talking about the front of the bike. Now the bars are 640 millimeters wide. Not too wide, but the good thing is that stem, it's a 90 millimeter stem, and it's a 4-bolt, and it's a 31.8. So although the handlebars aren't crazy wide, they're a little narrow, at least you got a 31.8 millimeter clamp, and in my opinion, that makes a big difference. Like whenever you have a little puny, what is that, like 24.5 millimeters, wherever they normally are, they're just, I don't know, it doesn't look and feel that great. But this right here actually has that, so that is something nice with it. The grips are those ergonomic, all e-bikes have them for some crazy reason.
Not all, but a lot.
They are ugly, but if you guys watch any of our last e-bike reviews, they're comfortable.
Yeah,
they're really comfortable.
They're not bad. Yeah, they are ugly though.
The front fork is a rigid fork, and it's aluminum.
Opposed to the rear.
Yeah, as opposed to the rear fork. It is aluminum, which is surprising, and I like that it's all blacked out. I like that they didn't skimp on it. You know what I mean? Like just throw a honking matte black steel fork up there. Although, as we said earlier, if you are not a, I don't know, really maybe good with your hands, you really understand how a bike works, or how really necessarily put one together, you might ought to have some help putting this bike together, or take it to a bike shop and have them put it together for you. You know, it was a little involved on that front.
Yeah, it was, but at the same time, we put it together. I mean, we do build bikes, but we're not great at it.
Yeah, we're not professionals, but we kind of been around it a little bit. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the group set. The group set, of course, it's got that big old Shimano, is that like a TZ or the Churney shifter up there with the big old levers.
Yeah, the one the Mickey Mouse, what people call it.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse. Hey, but that
thing work.
We're fixing to do a shift test, but it works.
Okay,
you know
we haven't done it yet, so
no.
This might be the one that proves us wrong.
Yeah, this might be the one that proves us wrong. As we said earlier, the crank arms are aluminum. They're 170 millimeters long with a 44-tooth front chainring. Right? That's kind of cool. Good. Yeah, I mean, it sounds really cool. Is it going to be cool? I don't know. We'll have to see how much pedaling assistance.
This thing looks like it's set up to go fast.
It does, yeah, because it's a street cruiser. It's a commuter. The rear cassette is 11 to 32 tooth, and it's all tied together with the Shimano Altis, just like the Marin had, and that thing shifted really good.
Or Marin.
Or Cheech. That thing shifted really good. You know what I mean? So it's like that medium to small cage with a huge jockey wheels. Now let's talk about the wheel set. The rims are double-walled aluminum, and they're like deep dish pizza. They're deep dish rims. It looks like you have to go to Academy. You know, that's the only place we ever found them. Get those Schrader valves.
The long ones.
The long ones. Yeah, and that's a pain in the butt. Like a lot of people don't think about that. These are 27.5 by 2.2 inches.
Okay.
They are Kenda. Let's see. They are Kenda Quick 7.5s. 30 TPI casings. Never heard of that tire before, but we don't have a lot of road bikes on this channel, and this one here is more that commuter style. You guys can tell by the tires.
Would this be considered a gravel bike?
No. I'm really looking forward to riding this thing on the road. It's something different. It's definitely a big change up, from our channel, but I'm glad they sent it to us. I'm looking forward to it. We've got Tektro front and rear disc brakes, and that's really cool. That's a name brand brake. You know what I mean?
It is.
The rotors are even Tektro rotors. You know, it's not. Okay, yeah. So they're name brand rotors as well. And something I like, the levers on all the e-bikes pretty much, and we're going to test this out, but whenever you hit the brake, your rear hub disengages. So if you're pedaling and you hit your brake, of course your motor stops. The cool thing is they got the sensors up there, but feel that lever. It feels really thick. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of material there to grab onto.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel chintzy, and I like that, especially with an e-bike. Like, that's a heavy girl. We're fixing to weigh it. And you definitely want to make sure you're stopping. So that's pretty cool. The levers do feel, they do feel quality, is what I'm getting at.
They feel decent, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This bike has a payload of 275 pounds. As we said earlier, it does have a recommended rider height of 5'6" to 6'4", right? So you should be perfect on this bike. You're 6'4".
Hopefully.
I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day when I'm wearing boots. That seat does look comfortable. Like I said, it's supposed to be a gel seat.
It don't look horrible.
Yeah. Maximum speed while pedaling is supposed to be like 28 miles an hour, or 20 miles an hour just with the throttle. And that's something that's a little bit different. We're going to take a look at the digital stuff, but the throttle is on the left side.
Do you put seats on like that on purpose?
No, I couldn't even.
You always do that.
It looks like a pretty cool bike, and that kickstand is the beefiest kickstand I've ever seen on a bike.
I know it sounds weird because when you get old, you like kickstands.
Is it $1,045 worth?
$1,000 with their discount? Well, the whole bike as a whole might be. I can't wait to ride it and find out.
All right, this is a 7-speed 1x7. I don't know if I said that earlier. We're about to do the shift test, and we're in 7th gear. The hub sounds really good. Let me pedal it without. That's the rotor rubbing, but you guys hear that? Pretty good.
Okay.
All right, shift test. We are in for 7th gear. Go ahead. That's a brake.
I was just
testing the brake, huh?
You ready?
Yep. All the way up.
All the way up.
I'm all the way up.
And that worked. One shotter.
Uh huh.
Second.
Dang, that shifted hard.
Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. 7th, now I'm going to go back up.
Yep.
I'm going to go a little slower.
That's the rotor making all that noise.
Yeah, the shift is crisp, man.
All right, pounds.
Zero down.
Zero down. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Oh, buddy.
You just died.
I died. 51.32 pounds.
That's not that bad for
no,
e-bike.
that's not bad. 51.32. Let's look at the kilograms. Yeah. 23.28 kilograms. Okay. We are going to hold the power button on. Very simple. It's got 0.2 miles. Who's been riding this? Okay. Pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 levels of pedal assist.
5 levels of pedal assist. If we hold this down, I think we'll have the light. Okay.
There's the light.
Now it shows the headlight, but it drives me nuts because there's obviously no headlight on this thing.
What headlight?
I don't know.
There's no headlight.
Or tail light.
No tail light. So it shows a headlight.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she wants to take off. Yeah.
That throttle is a.
That's a sensitive throttle, buddy. It wants to go. And I'm sure the what do you call that? The walk mode. Bam.
Okay.
Yep, it wants to walk. That's cool.
Yeah. All right.
So we've got the odometer.
I'm glad you showed that because I think some people don't think we know what the walk mode is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then odometer. And it's got max speed too.
Oh.
Hey, one thing I like, it's got average speed and it's also got miles per hour. That's what we're set on. That's cool. All right, neat.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, we appreciate you guys watching Wolfdick videos as always. Ride1up sending us this Core-5. Thank you guys so much. And make sure you guys do not miss the real-time review on this bike because I think we're looking at taking it out here pretty quick. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a little street cruiser. We got some other e-bikes. It's like e-bike central here right now at Wolfdick videos, all the bonus footage. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Turn notifications on if you guys would like to. You can always support us with buying us a cup of coffee. And if you want to go a little bit further and get some extra content, you guys can also check out the Patreon link.
If you can handle some adult language and shenanigans.
We'd love to have you guys there. But alright guys, until next time, we will see you on the next one.